Why can't I find my big why? A lot of people come to me wondering, I know that there's more. I have something bigger, something better, something that's calling me, whether it's a big why or a life mission or a purpose. Why can't I find it? And that is such a challenging place to be in. Because if you're just going through the motions of life and you're just waking up and doing the day-to-day, the job, the family, the marriage, like whatever it might be, or even if you are building something that is great and grand, like a business and you're an entrepreneur, if you're not connecting everything that you're building, whether it's big or small, to a bigger why, to a driving purpose, then you're lacking passion. And so I want to just offer some words of comfort, like just to empathize a little bit, that to not have that why is really challenging. It makes life like sometimes unbearable. If you don't have that why, then it's easy to quit. Or it's easy to do what I think might be even worse than quit, but just become complacent. Just keep going through the motions without really having that light inside you. So how do you find it? Well, let me give you a story for a moment. Let's pretend like I am the greatest rock climbing coach in the world. Now, I don't know a ton about rock climbing, but I know enough to throw this analogy together. And you are the greatest rock climber in the world. And we are in Yosemite National Park or some beautiful place that has incredible rock climbing. I don't know. Maybe you know. Leave in the comments below. Tell me where it is. You're the greatest rock climber in the world. And you're getting ready to set a world record. No one has ever climbed this particular face as fast as you're about to do it. And you're ready. You have trained, you are fit, you slept well the night before, you had a great meal last night and this morning, and you've got the shoes and all the equipment and the chalk, and we've practiced, you know the exact line. We have a camera crew here, people that are running the stopwatches. I mean, everything is ready and in place for you to set a new world record. And you've got a 180-pound pack on your back. And we're ready to go. And I say, okay, this is it. It's time. And you say, wait, what about the pack? And I say, don't worry about the pack. You've got this. You prepared. You've trained. I believe in you, right? I'm your coach cheering you on. And you're like, yeah, but what about the pack? And I just say, don't worry about it. You've got this. Now, in that moment, what are you driven by? What is it that's motivating you? Is it setting this world record, or is it getting rid of the pack? I'm guessing that in that moment, you mostly want to get rid of the weight that is pulling you down. And if I don't listen to you, and if I don't help you identify what it is that you're carrying as baggage, then as you start climbing, you're going to quit. And you're going to quit for one of two reasons. You're either going to quit on me because I'm crazy and I am not the right coach for you, or you're going to quit on yourself because you're not good enough, is what you're going to hold on to. You're going to think, maybe someone else. Andrew can work with someone, but not me. There's no way I can do this. Isn't that sad? That's why people quit pursuing their dreams. That's why they don't go after something that they've always wanted, because they're just carrying some baggage. Now, unfortunately, that's what most people are doing. They're just trying to move away from and get rid of the pain so they can survive their life. There's something better than survival when it comes to life. It's called thriving. You can thrive when you are able to get rid of all that baggage and you're able to find out what it is that truly motivates you. What is that pleasure, that fulfillment, that purpose and passion that can pull you toward accomplishing almost anything that you set your mind to? So why is it that you can't find your big why, your life mission? Well, have you really dealt with the baggage? Have you taken care of those emotions that are so deep and so inhibiting that they've caused you to believe things to be true that just aren't true about yourself? Until we get rid of those emotions and those beliefs, it's nearly impossible to get ourselves grounded and rooted to a bigger why. Once we do, and we've gone through the mental and emotional release work that is necessary, then we can get you connected. And that big why, that purpose, that passion is something that's been calling for a very long time. And you didn't know because you couldn't hear. Because that baggage that you were holding on to was muffling all of the clarity of the call. So, once we get rid of all the stuff that's holding us back, you can answer that call. And here's what I've learned about that call. That call is something that is familiar to you. When you hear it, you know. You know, because it hits a chord deep inside and you're like, yes, that's right. And it's usually built around three things. Someone or something that you have been called to serve outside of yourself. As humans, we were not created to be solitary. Your life mission, your big why, is not to serve yourself. It's always outward. We are created to live in tribes. We call them families. We've been created to mate and to bond with another individual. We're here to create families and to populate and drive, this world in a state of love. And you can't do that all by yourself. So this big why will always be outward focused. And in order to find that driving mission, that big why, you got to look outside yourselves. I think Jesus said it best when he said, "Whosoever loseth himself shall find himself." There is a cause. There is a purpose. There is a person. There are groups of people that you are best positioned to serve. And I've heard it said before that the person you're best positioned to serve is probably the person that you once were at some time in your life. When you were praying and pleading and asking for someone, something to help you out of the hole that felt so hellish and dark. There are those that are going through the journeys that you've already finished or that you're completing that are asking for a guide, and you can be that guide. So once you've let go of all the baggage, step number one. Step number two is getting clarity on who it is that you were meant to serve. And once you can identify that group, then you're going to start to see some needs. What is it that they actually are yearning for? What do they not have? What unique gifts can you bring to them? Those unique gifts could be something as simple as being able to listen, to spend time. It doesn't have to be a unique gift like some skill that you are able to offer that no one else can. When we say unique, we don't mean unique in that no one else has the capacity to provide this. It's unique in that you have it, and you may be the only one uniquely prepared and ready at this moment to serve this cause or this person. So once we know who it is and what we're going to be serving, then we can look for those unique gifts that we have. What have you given to others? What were you able to receive when you were in a certain similar circumstance? What are your unique gifts? If you struggle to identify these unique gifts, here's a simple way to find out what they are. Ask others. Say, you know what? I really feel called to help the children in the world that don't have good homes, for example. What unique gifts do you see in me that I could offer to children? And if you begin asking the 5 people that you're the closest to, family members, friends, it could be colleagues, neighbors in your community where you worship. If you ask them what they see in you that you could offer, they're going to say, oh yeah, here, I know exactly what you can do for them. They see those things in you, even though maybe you don't recognize them as unique gifts. They'll help you identify what it is that you can bring to that cause or to that person. So again, go outside to figure out what's inside. Such a great theme there. Ask others for support. Also, look back on some journal entries. Go through your photo albums. Think about what you've been through in your life. What experiences have created unique gifts that you can share with others? Those experiences in and of themselves have given you some knowledge and provide wisdom that others might not have because they haven't been through what you've been through. So seek others' help, get their feedback, and then look back on your life. Read the journal entries, go through the photo albums. What is it that you went through that may be a unique gift? So once you've let go of the baggage, you've identified who and what it is that you're best positioned to serve, and you, number 3, understand those unique gifts that you can offer, then you're ready. And you can answer this last question. Question number 4 would be, what would that mean to you? To be able to serve that cause using those gifts. And when that answer is, man, that would mean the world to me, or I would just feel so fulfilled, or I would work for free. Once we identify that emotion and we can see it and feel it, then we know that we are exactly on par for that big why, for that purpose and passion, that life mission that is driving you. Once you've got that, you're going to be connected to a source, a life-giving source. In my book, Strength of the Oak, Strength of the Willow, I actually use that analogy of the oak. And I talk about how the oak is so powerful and strong, and it lives for such a long time because it can do one thing. And it does this better than almost any other tree. Before an oak tree ever sends out horizontal roots, which grow to 2 to 3 times the size of its canopy, it will first and foremost send down one vertical root. And that root becomes what's called a taproot. It connects to a source of water. And once that oak is connected to that source of water, it will draw from it from the entirety of its life. Now, you have a source of water, life-giving energy. You have a mission, a big why. And maybe there's some rocks that are causing you to feel like you're stuck, and that root is trying to break through them. And it's emotional baggage, it's beliefs about yourself that aren't serving you. Once we can break through that bedrock and get to that source of water, you'll be able to draw from it forever. And you'll have a source. You will become just in a state of flow. Things will begin happening for you. And you'll see things unfolding that are remarkable, miraculous even, because you know why you're here. You have that big why. You're in a state of purpose and passion, and you deserve that. And the world needs it, because there are causes that are lacking leadership. There are people that need to be led. There are hearts that are hurting. There are tears that need drying, burdens that need carrying and lifted. And we don't have enough leaders in our world today. We don't have enough people that have done the work to let go of all their baggage and truly serve. You're being called. You know it's there. Why can't you find your big why? Why can't you identify that mission for your life? You can. Keep working at it. If I can help you, please reach out in a comment below, and I will put you in front of one of my coaches or myself to help you have that breakthrough, to see something that you've never been able to see before. Because once you see it and you begin to draw from that source, it's just lights out. I mean, seriously, like when I see clients truly begin to move toward what it is that they were called to do, it's not work anymore. You won't ever have to work another day of your life. It's all purpose and play. You'll do it for free, you'll say. And that is a beautiful place to be. I invite you to share this message with someone who needs to hear it as well. Please like and subscribe below. Leave comments of what resonated most with you. And we're going to be sharing many more answers to questions that I get all the time from the decades of coaching that I've been doing and the hundreds and hundreds of people that have come in front of me. There are answers. There is clarity. Just keep going.